Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager. We're on episode 26. It's still going to be a quick episode here as I'm just hours away from my short trip to New York City and then moving as soon as I get back. So chaos still ensues. Well, anyway, end of season report here. Ita has moved up to third place. So that's awesome. She's gone up 2 positions. She scored 1,900 points during that stretch. There was a lot of big tournaments right at the end of the season. She fared very well in those. 55K earned. 21 out of 24 matches won. 87% win rate. Pretty solid finish to the season. Of course, most of this was junior level that she participated in. In the senior level, she still managed to move up. With 2 tournaments, she won 5 of the 6 matches, so she claimed a tournament victory and moves up to 210th in the rankings. Kostenseva, meanwhile, keeps her number 1 ranking in the juniors. She only did 2 tournaments. Unfortunately, of course, she loses the junior final, so that was really disappointing because that was the aim. That was the goal for the year. The good news, though, is she's still the number 1 ranked player in the junior category, so that's 2 years running that she claims that title. Of course, last year she picked it up right at the end of the year with good hard work and a lot of tournaments. This year, with very limited participation at the junior level, she easily held on to it. What will next year bring? I think we're going to participate in even fewer junior tournaments, but just some big ones. And if we can, we might forego altogether the junior level if we can get into the majors, the Grand Slams at the senior level. Why not? Why not take those opportunities and let Ita have her year seeking the number 1 ranking in the junior category? At the senior level, she's up to 68th in the rankings now. That was with only 3 tournaments played. She only won 1 of those. Winning 4 out of 6 tournaments, or 4 out of 6 matches played. And she has, as we saw recently, she has progressed into higher and higher and higher levels of World Tour competition. So despite barely getting in on anything and no majors, she had her Grand Slam in that last period, she still earned 21,000. So playing at that higher level is definitely raking in some additional money that we weren't seeing previously, and it really kind of depends on balance. What we're going to do for next season, where we're going to be with her for next season, still not fully decided. And meanwhile, back up 10 places in the rankings to 47th now. A lot more points earned, less money, but that not as big of a deal. Back to a finally over 50% win ratio at 61. That's a tolerable level. I mean, she doesn't need to win a lot to make us some money because, 88,000 is a decent amount of money, especially when you add in the sponsorship stuff. But all in all, she's struggled and struggled and struggled. And I think we're finally ready to just part ways and move into an all youth movement and, forego the whole what will Anne do this time? How capable will she be this time? Over and over and over and over again. Apparently, we're about to earn a good chunk of change from Anne for her last sponsorship deal, a shoe deal. Our take is about 85,000, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Her bonuses, and maybe there's just no bonus involved. Maybe that's the thing. Maximum earnings, we're not going to get that. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. The reason why is I don't think we're going to claim either of the bonuses. She didn't win a Grand Slam, and she did not finish ranked 35th or better. But result bonus was 0. Ranking bonus is showing 154,000. She has been ranked that high, but I don't think she's been ranked that high this entire year. She was ranked that high when we managed her directly. So maybe we're just coming off of the signing bonus and the monthly payments and then taking our 16% share of that. Could be. It's still going to be a decent amount of money. Kostenseva, meanwhile, we don't even know what. It kind of freaked out on whatever tournament it was that they wanted her to win. But there's a good chunk of change as we're set to get 59% of her earnings. So way more money involved in Kasanseva's deals. Not sure the breakdown. Game really doesn't make it terribly clear, but we do bring in 320,000 in sponsorship deals, or 313. It's a pretty solid chunk of change. I don't know how much of that was from Kasanseva. I'm assuming majority, but yeah, good money. Good money. The one thing I do know and understand over what just happened is we spent, $600,000 on the business center upgrade to get to level 5. We have 3 months left until that's done, so we have plenty of time to earn additional money to prepare for the next level, which presumably would be about 700,000. We already have over that. It might only be 650. And with 3 months to go, I think we can afford 150,000. I think we can make that up before the next business center upgrade is complete. And therefore, it's finally time to make our first investment very slowly. Again, the business center remains the focus in the medium and definitely short term. But with extra money in the coffers, I think we can get away. I think we can handle making one upgrade for now. And in terms of the two choices, medical center obviously has its benefits, but I think that's more a long-term focus of bringing the team to a higher level. Short-term focus, the scouting is massive in finding the players that we need, because that hasn't always been easy. Ita is not the greatest signing, and that really came down to not having enough players scouted. So I'm going to go ahead and make our first upgrade here. We're not going to suddenly change our focus to this, but we're going to try to get one out of the way. It's going to give us a second scout slot. So we'll have 2 scouts. 1 day into the project, it's already been delayed by 20 days, so it's going to take almost a month extra, but whatever. That one is very insignificant. It's just giving us a boost long term. Not in a rush. Here's your winners for the year, with Osaka and Kasanseva taking the women's rankings. Junior, of course, for Kasanseva. Again, 2 years in a row, that's our strength, that's our advantage, that's the one thing that has gone really well for us. And of course, really raised profile in terms of the World Tour rankings, but we've got a lot of work to do. And in terms of current ability, I think she's kind of just about capped out ranking-wise where she actually is as a player. She might have a little bit further to go, another 10 or 15 spots, but honestly, I think she's about where she is. So we need to develop Kasanseva for her to continue moving up the rankings and continue earning money and get into those Grand Slams where we can make the big bucks. Dang, the money's flowing. 3 days ago, we spent 150,000. And now we bring in 309,000 from the board. So the board, huge cash injection, continue to boost the profile. Finances are finally looking pretty dang good. But infrastructure-wise, we have a long ways to go to actually get to that level we need to be. So plenty of work still to happen. Anne is now gone from the club, so we do need to get somebody new signed. A lot of my targets are going to be unavailable. They do not want to sign for us, but that doesn't mean we don't at least try. So we start with Corey Goff, declining as expected. Robin Montgomery, 2-star overall, 3.5 to 4-star potential, also declining to speak with us. And then Katrina Scout, another one that is declining. That's a typical thing here, and that was the difficult thing with Ann Lowell, is I was reluctant to get rid of her because I was nervous about who we might be able to re-sign, and it is apparent that we're going to have difficulty re-signing somebody. But we'll give it a shot. We'll find someone. Next target, Chager. We'll see how this one goes. Nope, she's not willing to talk with us either. Next target, the young Rachel Gallus, is willing to talk. There you go. We're onto something here. We've got the American 18-year-old with some potential, could compete. Let's see. She wants to reach rank 103rd. Shouldn't be that hard. 600 World Tour level. That's national rank of 103. That shouldn't be that hard at all. 600 overall. Promising player. She wants a 3-year deal. Oof, that's a lot of money, but let's go ahead and proceed. 49%. Signing bonus isn't that bad at all. Let's try to push this up with the counter offer and see if we can get to 57. And she accepts. There you go. Okay. We'll see if she actually signs, but I like our chances here. New year, new sponsor offers for Kasanseva, so plenty of money to be coming in yet again. Laffy, I don't know what that one's supposed to be. Sorry. Let me know in the comments below if you know which one it is, but I don't know which brand that is. But New Balance is obvious for this one, New Harmony. I'm curious about the conditions, because I don't know. With Kasanseva, we brought in money, right? But I don't think it was anywhere near what it could have been, our share, that is. And as a result, I'm guessing she didn't get the bonuses. And here, it's the same problem. Win, blah, 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 or better. Reach, rank, blah, 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 or better. But it's not actually coming up with values for either of those. I'm guessing we didn't get the bonuses, which means we probably only got the base amounts. Looking at the base amounts, 105, 17,000 versus 112, 18,000. So the bonuses might be bigger on this contract, but I have a feeling the stability is actually what we're going to earn. So I'm going to go ahead and take the New Balance one. I think that's some sort of bug that's not coming up with an option, and therefore we're just not earning it. And same day as we've had the sponsorship offers, Rachel Gallus has agreed to sign with us. So we are now signed with 3 young, talented athletes where we have a high share percentage of everything that they're going to earn. Unlike Anne, who wasn't as young, was more refined as an athlete at this point, but not that far ahead of us in the rankings, and terrible share, terrible cut for what she was getting. So I think long term, there's a lot of money to be had in the 3 athletes that we now have signed. And with the signing bonuses taken care of, we're now at 1.2 million. We got some money, folks. We have got some money. Now, it wasn't all bad because they were very low level, but I did forget. I neglected the fact that staff is all on contract as well. It would have been handy if there was some sort of email message about that. This game gives out lots of email messages, but didn't do anything else in those regards. So, we lost the coach that was assigned with Anne and our extra trainer and whatnot. So, got to go in and rehire some. But the good news is the way the money is coming in now, we can actually get better coaches than what we had. So, it's actually a good thing. Quick note with 3 18-year-olds, all 3 just aged out of the junior rankings, so they're all moving on to World Tour full time. Kasanseva, I'm going to have a limited number of tournaments for her, as I really want to work on her training for the first half or so of the season. I'm not totally worried about where she is ranked, though obviously I'd like her to go up, not backwards, but we're going to get her playing in the right tournaments. We're going to try to get into the Grand Slams. Whether it comes through qualifiers, I don't know, but that's where we want to head with her. So I've added 2 new coaches to staff. This is going to fill us out in everywhere except for the physio category, which I think is silly that a physio can only work with 1 athlete, and you can't have a physio working with, say, 3, where your coaches can. But anyway, Christensen is who we've brought on, 3.5 stars right up front. Crystal Christensen, 29-year-old coach. She is strong tactically. She is strong teaching the serve. Her ability to motivate is pretty good. Solid. Level 4 hardened coach. That's the same level that I'm at now. And that should get her in. We'll see. Maybe it's technical. That's going to be a strength for her. It is. And then meanwhile, I've brought in Feroya directly for training game plan with everyone. She is just a level 2, so she is cheap. She is very affordable, but with a 13 tactics, she gets 3-star quality there. So this is your cheap across the board game plan coach for the entire squad. And I think that's a bit of a steal for us to get that amount of quality with really not having to give up much. Korea, who we have right now, is just a level 2, and Korea, yeah, not good in very many categories. We could definitely do better than Korea, I think, long term. But short term, I think she's got 1 year left on her deal, and then we'll let that expire and bring in somebody better a year from now that can really boost our level of training with the squad. But for the time being, I'm very, very happy with a squad of 3. I'm very happy with what we have here as choices. And honestly, the one disappointing thing is that whole one physio per athlete is a little on the silly side. But that's okay. We've got our coaching staff. We're all set. That's good to go. And we'll take it. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.